ready to go? That's a thumbs up. Good evening, people of Kingston. How's everybody doing today? Decidedly average by the sounds of things. Well, fuck you guys. It's my job to make you feel better about your life. My name's Frank Turner. This is my second show in Kingston in one day, which makes me the most seen motherfucker in town. So step forward, because I just out-scened you all, so you can't stand at the back. This song's called Thatcher Fuck the Kids. It's for Sammy, who just gave me a packet of cigarettes and bought me loads of drinks, so well done. Here we go. Whatever happened to childhood? We're all scared of the kids in our neighbourhood. They're not small, charming and harmless. They're a violent bunch of bastard little shits. And anyone who looks younger than me makes me check for my wallet and my phone and my keys. And I'm tired of being tired out, always being on the lookout for thieving kids. We're all wondering how we ended up so scared. We spent 10 long years teaching our kids not to care. And that there's no such thing as society anyway. And all the rich folks act surprised when all sense of community dies. But you just closed your eyes to the other side of all the things that she did. Thatcher fucked the kids. So it seems a little bit rich to me, the way the rich only ever talk of charity. In times like the 70s, a broken down economy meant even the upper tier was needing some help. But as soon as things look brighter, yeah, the grin gets wider and the grit gets tighter. And for every teenage tracksuit mugger, there's a guy in a suit who wouldn't lift a finger for anybody else. We're all wondering how we ended up so scared. We spent 10 long years teaching our kids not to care. And that there's no such thing as society anyway. Sense of community dies, but you just closed your eyes to the other side of all the things that she did. All together now. Thatcher fucked the kids. You've got a generation raised on the welfare state, enjoyed all its benefits and did just great. But as soon as they were settled as the richest of the rich, they kicked away the ladder, told the rest of us that life's a bitch. No surprise that all the fuck-ups didn't show up until the kids had grown up. But when no one ever smiles or ever helps a stranger, is it any fucking wonder our society's in danger of collapse? So all the kids are bastards, but don't blame them, yeah, they learn by example. Blame the folks who sold the future for the highest bid. That's right, Thatcher fucked the kids. Thank you. Thank you very much. Applause is one way of showing appreciation. The other one is buying me Jack Daniels and Coke. This one's nearly finished. So, hurry. I played in Banquet earlier today. Hands up if you were at the in-store earlier today. Well done for not being so cheap that you only came to the free show. I'm going to try and play songs I didn't play before. Here's a quick game. Hands up if you play the guitar. Come on. Hands up. Really? Okay, keep your hand up if you've ever written a song on the guitar. Okay, keep your hand up if you wrote that song because it was about a girl that you fancied and you thought you'd impress her into bed with your musical writing skills. Okay, because that's what everybody fucking does. But the problem is it doesn't work because she never comes around your house at 3 o'clock in the morning and you never whip out your guitar spontaneously. The problem is somebody else does. And you think, well, I'm going to impress her with my songwriting skills. And she's impressed, but she says, wow, who's that about? And you go, it's about my mum. So the problem essentially being a singer-songwriter is that you can't be into more than one girl essentially. I wrote a song about that. This song's called Romantic Fatigue. Can I get a teeny bit more guitar on stage? Would be absolutely super. Cool. This song's called Romantic Fatigue. Goes like this. Sounds a little bit like In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle. To admit that I am one of the many who thought that a guitar would win him a lady. My teenage years, they were a feminine drought, and I thought that a serenade would help out. It seemed to be working for a couple of years. I wrote a few songs and they wrote a few tears. But when I hit my 20s and ran out of steam, I seemed to be suffering from romantic fatigue, and I never know which song I should play her. Each melody is a memory of a not forgotten failure. So when I get out my guitar tonight to do what I do, remember I probably didn't write this song for you. As I have mentioned, the shelf life was short. The scheme wasn't working, despite what I thought. The ladies all left me alone in the end, so I had to switch all the names around and then sing it again. And every lifelong love and every best friend slipped away into the past. Take my words with caution, I can't pretend that you're the first. You won't be the last, no, 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 no. Never know which song I should play her. Each melody is a memory of a not forgotten failure. So when I get out my guitar tonight to do what I do, remember I probably didn't write this song. No, I certainly didn't write this song. No, I never wrote a song for you. There we go. My songs have a habit of destroying my social life and love life because people listen to the lyrics and then refuse to associate with me. That's very much the case in point about the next song. This is a song about having kind of random pointless sex and how it's really, really stupid and deleterious. And it's a song about how I don't really want to spend my time doing this shit, but no one ever listens that far. They just call me a slut. Which is probably fair enough. This song's called Casting Over the Men. I'd like to dedicate this, by the way, to the wonderful Mr. Johnny Matranga. Oh, come on. You guys suck. The wonderful Mr. Johnny Matranga! Who I've done there's a split which in fact just sold out, so fuck you guys, you're not seen enough. Yeah, we did a split together and hopefully we're going to do some more shows in the States. We just shook on it, so that's that, agreed. And this song's for Johnny, it's called Casting Over the Men, it goes like this. I check that I've got all my things before I leave the house, 'cause when I'm gone I'm never coming back. I'm not being melodramatic, it's just I neither have your number or a key. An evening spent pretending that we're just becoming friends, or this goes any further than going back. I'm not being pessimistic, it's just you and I were never meant to be. It isn't love, it isn't love, it isn't love. But every time I kind of wish it was. Yes, every time I kind of wish it was. I've picked up this silly habit in the last few years of going out in the evenings with my friends into the town. Packing a spare t-shirt in my bag in case I do not make it home. It's pathetic and I know it, but the truth is there've been mornings I've proved prudent, taking toothpaste to the pub. But that's precious little comfort against the knowledge of the person I've become. It isn't love, it isn't love, it isn't love. And every time I kind of wish it was. Yes, every time I kind of wish it was. And I can see that in your eyes you wish it was. But every time I leave you just because. It isn't love, it isn't love, it isn't love. Thanks. Excellent. Loads of people think I'm joking when I ask them to buy me drinks on stage, but I'm not. Right, the next song's about how I'm a lying son of a bitch. I have this habit of writing songs about the worst parts of my personality. I'm actually a thoroughly lovely, lovely human being. As my friends will attest. I'm just a bit more honest about my capacity for being a wanker than most. Ha! Check that shit. This song's called Wisdom Teeth. It goes like this. It's been 18 months since I kissed you once, so just saying hi just isn't gonna fly. But if you give me a clue in a minute or two, then I might remember your name. And I hate to insist that I was really that pissed, but to tell the truth, in my flush of youth, I would drown my sides so that faces at night seem the same. And a nervous shrug and an awkward hug won't get me out of the hole I've dug. So I slip the news with a poor excuse and talk to someone, anyone else. And I sit with my friends and I try to pretend that I never did that sort of thing again. But I'm lying to myself. Suddenly, well, it's as clear could be. I'm not quite the perfect man that I hoped I'd be. Though I've always tried to live an honest life. To tell my truth, I've told my share of lies. I remember you, of course I do, but I don't recall how many times we've been through this little game that always ends the same, with you sad and me far away. And every time I repeat the line that the fault's not mine and I wasn't unkind. But the worst part is that I've got nothing else to say. And suddenly, well, it's as clear could be. I'm not quite the perfect man that I hoped I'd be. And though I've always tried to live an honest life, to tell my truth, I've told my share of lies. And all the pretty little pictures of faith and firm devotion that I painted as a child, well, they have fallen by the wayside. not quite the perfect man that I hoped I'd be. And I've always tried to live an honest life, to tell my truth. I've told my share of lies. Thanks. So, moving swiftly onwards, another song in the same key. I don't hate Americans. I just hate people who pretend to be American when they're not. And I also hate the sort of general convention that you're not allowed to be taken seriously playing folk or country music unless you are American. I think that's bullshit. So I wrote a song about it. This song's called Nashville, Tennessee. It goes a little something like this. From the heart of the southern downs to the northeast London reservoirs, from the start the landscape must sound before I'd ever been to America. And if I knew anybody who played pedal steel guitar, I would get them in my band, and then my band would get real far. But I was raised in Middle England, not in Nashville, Tennessee, and the only person in my band is me. Simple scale on an old guitar and a punk rock sense of honesty. It cannot fail when I've come this far with no knowledge of Midwest geography. And if I knew anywhere where I could drive in a straight line for hours through the desert, I'd drive for hours at a time. But I was raised in Middle England, not in Nashville, Tennessee, and the only person in this car is me. Yes, I'm in 4/4 time. Yes, I use cheap rhymes, but I try to make it sound my own. No, I don't break new ground. Many have traveled this sound, but I try to make it sound like home. Time for a round the band introduction. On guitar, me. Well, I've been to Texas State. I didn't think it was all that fucking great. And Nebraska, just a bunch of songs. Holloway and Hampshire's where I belong. And I don't know anybody who plays pedal steel guitar. All the city roads are twisted, and I do not own a car. I was raised in Middle England and not in Nashville, Tennessee. And the only thing I'm offering is me. Thank you. I just broke a string, and I also just remembered I don't have any spare G strings. So does one of the other musos here either want to give me a G string or a guitar? Anyone feeling generous? I'll be gentle with it, I promise. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to play the rest of the songs like this, and it's gonna be rubbish. So I won't do that. I see Mr. Love coming through the crowd for me. What's the time, anyone? Anyone got the time? Anyone got the time? 22. Shit, I've got 10 minutes. I'll play 2 songs. So I'll just tell you about the next song I'm going to play while I just do this whole restringing business. The next song I'm going to play is about how my ex-girlfriend destroyed and ruined my life. which is what ex-girlfriends are wont to do. That is essentially their function in life. So I guess she was doing what she's supposed to do. Do you want to do it? I'll do it. I'll do it. Fuck you. Just help me, Jamie. Just come up here. Come up here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie. Jamie's my secret love child. I'm getting quite good at this whole on-stage restringing thing. Because, fuck you. But do something with that. Because I played a show in Paris the other day, and I broke a G-string, and I had a spare one in my case, but Paul from 100 Reasons was sent to go and get it, and Paul from 100 Reasons smokes way too much weed. So he spent quite a long time wandering around the backstage area trying to find my guitar case, which, as you'll see, isn't particularly small. And then when he found it, he spent quite a long time wandering around my guitar case, trying to find the string section, which is the only bit where you can put strings in the entire fucking case. And then he came back on stage and went, I can't find it, man. It's just like not there. This is in front of about 500 Parisians. And I said, Paul, I've always loved you, but fuck you. So I left him with the microphone to entertain the crowd while I went and found my guitar case. And what are you doing? You well, get the fuck on with it, you spasm. Anyway, so he fell in that. Anyway, this next song is about my evil ex-girlfriend and how she ruined my life, which she did comprehensively by sleeping with my best friend. You guys are good at panto, I like it. Yeah, she slept with my best friend while we were going out. And then after we broke up, she moved in with another friend of mine 10 days later. Wow, now my mum gave me this tuna pelt for Christmas. Let's hear it from my mum. Anyway, so this girl, she ruined my life comprehensively. And in fact, I'm going to pull on your heartstrings a little bit more. The last time I saw her, we were supposed to be doing the whole being friends thing. What the fuck is that? We were supposed to be being friends, and I went... What the hell are you doing, you stupid string? We went to be friends, and I played a show. She came down to a show, and I was supposed to be staying at her house afterwards. And I went to go and put my stuff in her car, and she was having sex in the car with someone else. Which really, really sucked. Anyone who hasn't experienced seeing their ex-girlfriend having sex with somebody else, I wouldn't recommend it. It brought back... Let's not go there, actually. Right. This song, after all of that... my guitar's back! Let's go! This song's called Worst Things Happen at Sea. It goes, which is what she said to me when she fucking told me that she'd slept with my best friend. Bitch! Here we go. Honestly, relax, my dear, it's clear that we're done. Doesn't take a scientist to figure out that one. It's obvious the way you move, the way you hold your head, the way you hide your pretty eyes and shift across the bed. You say worse things happen at sea. You say worse things have happened to me. Taken blows before, and every time I have survived, you made it clear you didn't care, you never did pretend, and in the end at least you never try to fuck my friends. You say worse things happen at sea. You say worse things have happened to me. Bitter eyes, the bedroom floor. Gonna talk anymore. Well, honestly, it doesn't matter. I know better than to cry over spilled milk, wasted effort, spoiled plans. We're adults here, so shed no tears. I'm sure we can be friends. I'll nod and smile and watch you in the arms of other men. guess worse things happen at sea. Thank you very much. Right. I'm going to be very quick because I'm running low on time. I'll do. Right, I'm going to finish it. Everybody in the mood for a bit of singing? Yeah! Good. Right, I'm going to play a cover. It's a cover you all know. And you all are going to join in. Or else I'm going to come around your house and kill you. So am I. Tits. Well, I'll come around to your bench. Yeah. Fuck that. Right, this is my last song. I got like a couple of CDs for sale over there. I've got stickers for people who are cheap because they're free. So go and take one of those, stick it on your newborn children. You'll understand when you see it. This is a cover, sing along. My name's Frank Turner. Thanks very much for having me. And stick around for the fucking excellent Ian and Jonah. So thanks a lot. I'll see you guys again. Alone, looking out for a place to go where they play the folk music. Everything is fine. You came in looking for a king. Anybody could be that guy. That is right, and the music's high. Move on to another. Turn them on, set them burning, and then you're gone. You move on to another, anyone will do. You're in the mood for when you get of your life. Yes! See that girl? See that girl? And what's that scene? We're digging. The dancing Frank Turner! I lost sound at the end of it. All right, thanks very much. I'll see you guys again. Good night.